What's up, Living North Phoenix? Blair Ballin here, founder of Living North Phoenix and Valley Palooza. Welcome back to our podcast. And as always, sponsored by our good friends at Copper State Moving. If you're looking to move in state, out of state, please reach out to them. They're absolutely awesome, super professional. They recently did a move for me personally, and we're awesome about everything. So please reach out to them. So for today's podcast, the main thing that I want to focus on is the the calendar that we have coming up as Living North Phoenix, which is super exciting to me. I've been looking to do something like this through the years. The first year, basically, Living North Phoenix was in existence. We had some awesome happy hours that were well attended. COVID hit, and then we kind of just weren't able to stop doing stuff. I didn't do stuff by Zoom. And then kind of pick things up a little bit. Couple years ago, been doing happy hours. They've been good. We're grateful for everyone that showed up, but still felt like we were missing something. And earlier this year, we brought on Tasha, who is our events and planning coordinator, who, amongst the many things that she has going on and a new baby, has been working tirelessly to come up with and help with different events, gatherings, classes, volunteer opportunities, charity drives, you name it. We're trying to work on everything because feedback that we continue to get is people want to be more involved. And this isn't meant to be whatever the word is against those people or some of those people. But a lot of people will say they want to do something, they want to go out, they want to be at an event, and then they don't show up. And I understand we all have schedules and we all have busy lives, and especially now with the holidays, I understand all that. But it is kind of funny how how many times people will say that, and then some of those people just ghost us when they've expressed interest in wanting to be involved. And I'm not trying to rip on you if you are one of those people. The point here is we are doing our best to bring you all the different types of events that we can in 2025 so you can be involved. And if you can't be involved or don't want to be because of the type of event that it is, please let us know so we can hopefully find and create a different event, gathering, class, whatever. So I'd like to get into some of what the events are so you can be aware of them. And before I do that, two things relating to events. If you're in the Facebook group, which if you're listening to this, you should be. If you're not, please join it. It's called Living North Phoenix. And if you are in it, please join or go to the events tab. And when I say events tab, maybe it's because I'm more familiar with it. But in the Facebook group, and I think it's the same on mobile, I'm looking at it on desktop. But basically, right below where it says Living North Phoenix, there's all the little circles with all the member pictures, people part of the group. Right below that are a bunch of things that should say like discussion, look for players featured, etc., and events. In that events tab is where all of our events are, also giving you a chance to RSVP so we know and we can let the appropriate people know how many will be at the different things we're doing. It's extremely important to always look at that tab if you're interested in knowing what's going on and what we're doing. We also share this in the newsletter. Sometimes I talk about it in this podcast. It's always going to be in that events tab. So check there. Second place, I think I said two places. It's actually three places. Second place, if you scroll to the left in that same tab, there's a tab called Featured. That's where certain posts will get pinned or featured, meaning they stay at the top of the screen or phone or whatever if we've done that, which normally we will for either right before the event or right when we announce it. So the events will be in the Feature tab and definitely the Events tab. The next place, if you go to our website, livingnorthphoenix.com, top right or just below the very top right, if you're going to be super technical, there's a tab called Living North Phoenix Events. If you click on Living North Phoenix Events, because there is another button right below that called Valley Palooza. It is an event, but it's totally separate. Is if you just click on North Phoenix events, it'll bring our calendar of events up. And I'm very proud of this because it's a super easy spot that gives you everything you need with, let's see, what is that? 3 clicks. So you click on that tab, it'll bring up the calendar. So I'm looking at December's. So December 13th, which I'm recording this on Thursday, tomorrow, is our ugly sweater night and mini photo shoot at our good friends Kitsune Brewing. So awesome. Last week we had a town hall. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I was ill. But if you scroll to January or click to January, whatever, you'll see we have 3 events scheduled. And there will be more very, very soon. And I want to talk about these, but before I do, at the bottom right of the screen, there's a function to subscribe to calendar, which just means you can sync our calendar to yours, so you don't even have to really look at this calendar to see what events are going on. Super, super easy to keep informed and know what's going on without having to click anywhere else. If you use Google, check out your calendar. You can probably set it to your own color and see that these are the Living North Phoenix events, and oh, there's an event coming up. So, uh, Tasha, when we first met, one of the first things that we talked about was doing a sports league for Living North Phoenix. And I'm happy to announce, I think I kind of jumped the gun on this last podcast, but happy to announce that she has finally put, and I don't mean finally in a bad way, she has been able to now put all the details uh, together to start this. So January 8th is our first one, and we're starting off with volleyball. Super, super excited for it. Reach out to Tasha with questions. You can reply, I guess, in a direct message or send a direct message. You can send an email. If you get the newsletter, you can reply there. Whatever. If you have questions, reach out in some way. You can even reply to this podcast, I guess. But we've got volleyball January 8th. Super, super awesome. I honestly don't know. I mean, I guess I can click on the calendar to figure out if we have something in January yet or February. I don't believe we do in that calendar yet. Next, so if you're interested in that, want to watch us, be a participant, please show up. It's going to be awesome. Be a part of the community. It's going to be fun. Next up, January 14th is our second installment of Breakfast Buddies. So earlier this month, we started a meeting. It's not business related. It's just for whoever wants to show up to just kind of get to know each other and have breakfast together, or donuts or coffee. It's not like a full-blown breakfast kind of thing. It's just a extremely informal. Hey, I'm Blair. Who are you? Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. What do you do? How can we help you? If you own a business and want to let people know what you do, fine. But it's not like a wear a name tag and show up and, hi, I'm Blair. I'm a realtor and buy a house with me. Like it's not that way at all. And if you don't want to have a donut, you don't have to eat a donut. It's just informal. All the details, again, in the calendar. That time, we're starting at 8. It's about an hour long. Hopefully you can make it. And part of this also is we're going to be it's the first Tuesday of every month. So we're trying to implement different events that are the same like time frame each month, so second Tuesday, third Thursday, which I'll get to in a little bit. That kind of thing. So you know that you can expect a certain type of event on a certain day. Um, then, third Thursday, not in the calendar yet, has not been formally announced, but we are going to start offering classes. They are free, there is no cost, there's no obligation, there's no gimmicks. It's classes to help you guys be more informed about topics that we feel are of interest and value to you as a community. There might so the first one is going to be about financial planning. It's going to be taught by our good friend Dave Robbins, who's with Moores and Cabot, I believe is the company name he works with. and just going to be talking about the importance of financial planning. Again, no cost, obligation, any of that. Going back to Breakfast Buddies, um, part of this is also they're not always going to be in the same location. So basically, first one was near 40th Street in Thunderbird. Then we're moving to like 30th Avenue in Bell, and then maybe like, you know, uh, 101 in Bell, and then maybe like Happy Valley and 75th Avenue to kind of make a tour or circle of the North Phoenix boundaries that I've created so the people that live in Surprise that want to show up have an opportunity to go somewhere closer than 40th Street and Thunderbird. So we're trying our best to get everyone an opportunity to be involved. If you can't make it, that's totally cool. You're not going to be called out to say like, where were you? Unless you say you'll be there and don't let us know, and then maybe I'll have some fun with that. So Breakfast Buddies, financial planning class, not in the calendar yet. It will be. And then Tasha has created, and I think it's already booked out or booked up, I should say, a courthouse experience in downtown Phoenix, which is super cool, learning how that works and all those intricacies. So we are doing our best to provide more classes, events. There's going to be happy hours. Those aren't yet in the calendar either, but if you subscribe to it, you'll see it automatically. But I did want to go over some other stuff too. Tasha has also arranged a clothing drive starting January 9th. That is in the Facebook group. That is not yet on the website. Will be. Please look for that. It's an awesome thing that we're doing for the community there. So as far as events goes, at this time, I believe that covers most of them. There's plenty of others that will be announced and taking place. So please, 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 look in the events tab at a minimum, go to the website, subscribe to the calendar, and just take part in what you can. In addition to that, not relating to Living North Phoenix directly, but if you live to or live near or don't mind traveling a little bit, the old Paradise Valley Mall was recently or is in the process of being renovated. And part of that, they created a little what they call park, and it is a park, I guess. I mean, it's really just a grass field, which I guess that's a park. But every Saturday in December, which there's not that many left, there's music in the park. I don't remember the details. I recently went to one. I think it's 5 to 7 p.m. Maybe it's 5:30 to 7:30. Maybe it's 6 to 8. Maybe it's 3 hours long. Whatever it is, there's a 2 to 3 hour window for the rest of the Saturdays in December where you can go to this park. There is a musician or band or live music or music, period, some food trucks, chance to bring kids, or not. You can bring your pets. I think I saw dogs there. Hang out. There's a big Christmas tree, and just enjoy the beautiful weather that we have. Enjoy being outside. Enjoy being with others. It's a very laid back event. It's not like you have to go to a food truck. There's no requirements, but you just bring some lawn chairs, hang out, have fun. Um, like I said, enjoy the community, enjoy being outside, enjoy the music. Just around, not the corner, but just around the way, I guess, is Whole Foods. So when we went to Whole Foods, went to the salad bar, picked up some food, brought it over, ate it on the grass, listened to some music, hung out, and took off. And that was it. It's a fun time. We didn't stay the whole time. It was way too cold. But it's something to do. So if you're in the area, like I said, or don't mind traveling a little bit, it's at the old PV Mall, which is now whatever it's called, PV or whatever the heck the name is, right near the Whole Foods. And it's pretty easy to find. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so I know I've mentioned this in the past, but we do have, and I can't believe it's only, I guess, 5 months and a week away, but Valley Palooza coming up. So if you're listening to this, please show up, partake in the activities. There's going to be food trucks, games, awesome vendors, shopping to do. We're going to have a dedicated senior section. So if you're a senior, um, some of the feedback I got this past year from seniors was from our seniors living in North Phoenix group and other seniors was they might have gone, but they maybe felt that it was not for them because it was more, family driven, more not senior driven. So this upcoming one will be more not let's see how to say this. There will be more senior direct related stuff. So if you are a senior, there's going to be a senior section. So, shopping, services, products, people there to hang out with other seniors and partake in that stuff. And if you want to grab something at the food truck and then head over to the senior section and get a massage or whatever you want to do, whatever's over there, that will be available to you. I'm very excited about that. So if you are in other senior communities, please let other seniors know, because we're looking to have that be very well attended. It's still a part of Valley Palooza, so it's not like I'm trying to separate the two, but I want those that are or were concerned about feeling not a part of it if they were there to hopefully now feel like they will be a part of it. We're trying to create that for them. Um, so if you're looking to attend, please do, senior or not. Um, and I guess along those lines, so Valley Palooza was designed for the community to attend, no matter who you are, whether you're single, married, dating, senior, or anything in between, and obviously children also, uh, um, is for anyone and everyone to be there. Who was there this past year? It was very family driven, and there were others too. But it is a very family driven event. So, uh, whoever you are, you're welcome. We want you to be there. Unless you're rude, and not appreciative of the community, then we probably don't want you there. But outside of that, if you run a business or own a business, offer a product or service, whether it's senior related or not, please reach out to me. So we have some awesome vendors. I mean, maybe I'll just do it now. Pull up the list for who is there now. Just to give you an idea of some of the people that we have, or some of the businesses, I should say. So, candles, chiropractors, frozen, or I'm sorry, freeze-dried sweets, blind window coverings kind of company, soaps. We have an insurance company, dentist. We have jewelry, massage, school, some of our food trucks, Italian food. We have a kids' kindness corner. Love's Jerky is going to be there selling jerky, water, lemonade, a plumbing company, and music instructor, honey, so many different types of businesses, and that's not all of them. If you're a vendor or a sponsor and you didn't hear your name, not trying to leave you out. I don't want to go over everyone that's going to be there. But if you own or run a business, whether you heard the type of business or not, reach out, go to valleypalooza.com, fill out the application, and let me know if you're interested, or if you know of someone that might be interested, send them the website info so they can fill out the application, because we are looking for more vendors, more sponsors, and we want more people involved. We're very happy with who we have so far, but we're looking for more. We want more people. We want this to be an amazing event. Just so you guys know, I'm looking to have this be the talk of the town. Are we going to rival the state fair? Probably not in 2025. Are we going to do that in the future? Honestly, that's a goal of mine. Will we get, I don't know, even know how many people show up to that, whether it's 100,000, 200,000, a million people, I don't know. But we want to be in people's calendars for them to say, oh, it's April X, April 19th in the case of 2025. It's Valley Palooza. We got to be there. That's what we're looking for. And obviously, attendees to have an amazing time, vendors to be engaged with the community, sell their product service so people can be aware of them, and everyone have an amazing time. I could go on and on. As you know, I love to yap, but I did want to cover the events, and Valley Blues is an event too. I think I've done that. Obviously covered music in the park too, which I'm not affiliated with in any way. But it is a fun time to go experience that with. So please go to that if you're in the area. And other than that, I think that's it. We're closing in on the end of the year, so we probably have one or two podcasts left. This has been the first year doing this. Hopefully next year there's going to be some more content, not just about the what I would call like static type stuff, but thank you for bearing with me through this. These are just more, have been kind of the preliminary ones just to get me out there doing it, but hopefully have found value in these. Next year's, I'm hoping to deliver more value so you can get more value from this. And also, this is a community-based podcast. I'm not going to come on here and talk about whether it's sports, politics, or my favorite TV shows. Like the podcast is about living North Phoenix. It's not about me. It's about the stuff in the community. And many times this might echo what you see in the group newsletter website, but not everyone always sees the same stuff or hears it. And that's part of why I do this. But I'm always open to feedback. Can't always promise I will do what's being asked of me, but I'm always open to it. So if you have suggestions for this podcast, what you'd like to hear, what you'd like me to yap about, reach out. I'm here. Thanks for listening. I hope to see you at tonight's. When you're listening to this, maybe it's already passed, but tonight's ugly sweater contest and other events, classes that are coming up. Please take part in the different charity and volunteer efforts, and also the volleyball. We hope to see you there in the sports league. So thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care.